What's going on, guys? GameStone here. In this video, I'm going to be pretty much talking about the second game of the Los Angeles Lakers 2017-28 season, 2018 NBA season. So in this one, obviously the Lakers versus the Phoenix Suns in Phoenix, and they took down the Suns 132-130. It was a game, and obviously you see the stats on the screen right now with Lonzo scoring 29. They got 11 rebounds and 9 assists. He was one assist being shy of being the youngest player ever to get a triple-double. And right off the bat, I just want to say amazing performance by Lonzo Ball. Great way to, obviously come back from your debut. Even though your debut wasn't terrible, this was much better and more improved. A lot of haters are saying that it's only against the Phoenix Suns, but it's just I don't get it. For example, Dennis Smith got a double in his first game. People don't say, well, it's against the Hawks. Like, no, they just find a reason to hate on Lonzo. Phoenix is still a team, they're still an NBA team. And the fact how he made it to the NBA, he's a pro now, and he does this in the pro, it's amazing regardless of who you do it against. Because it's not easy playing in the NBA. You don't need to be in the NBA to know that. We all know that Lonzo had an amazing game, and hopefully he can keep it up. So I want to talk about the positives first. I'll talk about the negative first. Negative first for both teams. Ended off on a good note. One thing I did notice in this win, a lot of people might see that Randall just doesn't go well with our team. He only had about 12 minutes of play, 8 points, and he shot 2 of 4. He was very upset. It showed his facial expression showed it to us. I don't know. I just feel bad for the guy. He has a lot of heart and he loves playing for the Lakers, but I don't think he wants to be treated like this. They're going to have to do something to keep him happy, or I don't know what they're going to do with him. Another thing is the defense. Right off the bat, defense for both teams. You're letting the Lakers score 132 if you're Phoenix, and you're letting the Phoenix Suns score 130 if you're the Lakers. So both teams really need to improve defensively. Good thing there are 82 games in a season, so you have a lot of time to improve that. I saw some flashes where they did have some good defense, but that's something they need to improve. Bledsoe had 28. T.J. Warren, it seems like he always has a good game against the Lakers, has 24 points. Devin Booker at 25. They had 3 players that scored 20, and they had 6 players that were in double digits. Okay, they shot 14 of 29 from 3. That is just not acceptable if you're the Laker defense. They definitely need to improve on defending the 3-point line better. But at the same time, the Phoenix Suns, they allowed us to make 12 out of 26 out of our 3-point shots. They need to improve on the defense. So if it's one thing they need to improve on from this game, it's definitely defense. I think even despite the Suns' loss, I think they should be proud of their performance, scoring 130 points considering how you guys got crushed by Portland just a couple days ago, or even yet. I'm not sure when that game was. I think it was yesterday. But it was just losing by 2, obviously that sucks, but your team has talent, and that's something that the Phoenix Suns fans need to realize. Another thing that I realized that we are lacking still, the rebounding seemed to be a little bit of an issue. They out rebounded us by 8 rebounds. So we definitely need to improve on our rebounding. Good thing though, we did a better job at rebounding than last time, but we still need to improve. It's still a work in progress. But yeah, enough of the negative things. There are a lot of positive things to talk about. So I'm gonna go ahead and talk about the positive things for the Suns. Josh Jackson played pretty good. Stat line, obviously 12 points and a steal, shot 40%. You had guys like T.J. Warren, Devin Booker, Eric Bledsoe scoring in their 20s. And you just kind of had everybody contributing, whoever they used on the court was contributing. And that's what you want to see. They're always putting in effort, and they're down by 10 with about 3.5 minutes to go, it seemed like, and they made a comeback. T.J. Warren was on the free throw line with just 1.8 to go, and he missed the first free throw, which forced him to miss the second. So they're that close from forcing into overtime, most likely. So the fact how the Phoenix Suns even came back from that, it's just really amazing. It shows the attitude towards the game for the Phoenix Suns. It shows how much pride they're putting into the game, the effort. It's a good thing you want to see out of your young team, because if you guys lose, you should always question your team. Did your team try, though? They did try. Good thing for the Phoenix Suns. Despite the loss, I'll give them a round of applause, because coming down 12 with 3.5 minutes to go to any team, that's a great accomplishment. Unlucky for them, they missed both of their free throws for the Lakers to ice the game. Now, for the Lakers, I mean, everything just looked better. Kyle Kuzma was in double digits. He shot 86% from the field. But he's showing those flashes that he showed in the preseason. It's always something you want to see. Just in general, I think their perimeter shooting was much better. Like I said, they shot 46% from three. So that's a positive. Corey Brewer, I was very impressed. Now, Corey Brewer didn't have, obviously the best stat line. He shot 2 of 6. He only had 5 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. But he had 3 steals, and he was putting pressure on Devin Booker. He was forcing the defense. He was forcing the Phoenix Suns offense to cause turnovers. And I really liked Corey Brewer starting at the small forward. That's also one thing we also did that we did not do last game. We did not start Luol Deng this game. And you see how much of a difference it made, because we got off to a good start and we were able to ride onto that confidence. If Luol Deng were in the game, we probably would have lost this game, in all honesty. If Luol Deng, I don't even know if he played in the game, to be honest with you. I don't even think I saw him on the court. So, I mean, Luol Deng not really doing much, so he started Corey Brewer. That's good for now until Caldwell Pope comes back. Larry Nance, I mean, he still played good this game. Also, another thing I forgot to add on was both teams need to make their free throws. Like, the Suns shot 68% and the Lakers shot 72%. So you need to make your free throws. You see how crucial it was, obviously, in this late game. So you need to make your free throws. Obviously, it cost the Suns the game because they couldn't make their free throws. But, free throws are a huge thing. I just don't like it when NBA players miss their free throws, because they're paid a lot. So they should be practicing on their free throw. Brook Lopez, I was very impressed with the 11 rebounds more than the 19 points. Obviously, Lonzo had more rebounds than Brook Lopez last game. So this game, Brook Lopez really stepped it up by grabbing 11. So I'm very impressed by that. And a lot of people are not talking about Brandon Ingram's 25. I say a lot about Lonzo. Yeah, Lonzo played amazing. But what about Brandon Ingram? I mean, give him a round of applause, dude. I mean, he played great. He shot, 9 of 14. And he shot 3 of 4 from the three-point line. I want to see more of that. If Ingram can shoot like that, this team won't have a problem with shooting, because he can carry the load. He can help it at least. And it was just really good to see him do something efficient. He didn't really have a bad game. 25 points, 2 rebounds, assists, steal, block. So you kind of saw a mixture of everything. So I really like seeing Ingram not struggle out there, and obviously doing what he does best and scoring. He looked way more comfortable playing against Josh Jackson as opposed to Danilo Gallinari. So, okay. Jordan Clarkson, he had a similar performance to what he had last game, and that's what we need as the sixth man of the Los Angeles Lakers. We want Jordan Clarkson to get around 14 to 16 points per game. He was above the average around that area, 17 points. I think he had like 19 last game, so he's definitely impressing me. I was kind of upset with his preseason performance because it didn't look like he improved much, but definitely what he's showing now looks like he worked on his shot. And that's what we need. We need him. We need that spark off the bench. Kyle Kuzma obviously scoring more than he did in the first game. Andrew Bogut, I mean, he was just there, I guess. And yeah. So overall, I think the Lakers did a very good job with the game. The only thing that needs to be worked on is the consistency and the defense. I want to see this more. I want to see the scoring. I want to see better scoring. I want to see spacing. I want to see people moving around constantly on offense. I want to see a great offense. But at the same time, I want to see a good defense. I don't want to see the opponent's team score 130. Yeah, I know. I mean, the Lakers are a young team, and it's going to take some time to work on both sides of the floor. But they're 82 games in the season. I only expect them to get better. But just in general, I'm excited. Phoenix Sun fans, you should be excited as well. Your team played very good. The Lakers won. It just I'm just really happy with the effort they gave considering pretty much, I guess you could say, the massacre they took against the Clippers. Obviously the ending result didn't seem like it, but they were down by 30 at the end of the third. So yeah, just very overall, I'm happy with the performance. Lonzo Ball really proving the haters wrong. He doesn't need to prove anybody wrong. He just needs to. He's just playing his game, and he's doing it so calmly. He's a silent assassin out here. He's not showing any expression, it seems like, but he's balling. And a lot of people are on Lonzo's back for pretty much having a pretty bad debut, which I don't think so, but everybody else thinks so, in his first game. And this is how he responds. I really like that attitude from Lonzo Ball. He doesn't do the talking. He lets his game do the talking. That's what a lot of players don't have nowadays in this era. Yeah, I really liked it. So yeah, it was just an overall good game by both teams. Obviously, I mean, you can't really say much bad about this game other than the defense. I mean, the Lakers only won by 2. I mean, it's not like we beat the Suns by 50, or so I would be saying more things. But there's not much to say in this. Obviously, we know Lonzo had a great performance. Ingram had a great performance. Kuzma had a good performance. Corey Brewer with great defense. Just wait till Caldwell Pope gets back. It's going to look beautiful. LA Laker basketball is finally back. It's been like 3 years since, or 4 years since we've been trash, it seems like. One thing I'm scared about is this just a game where everything's clicking? I want to see this more. Can I see this next game against the Pelicans? Can I see this against a team like the Thunder, who Lonzo has to go against Westbrook? Can I see this against Houston? I'm not saying, Lonzo only played like this because it was against Phoenix. I'm not saying that at all. I just want to see it against like a Thunder, Houston, Golden State. Phoenix is still an NBA team. I give Lonzo a ton of credit. But keep in mind, guys, we're only 2 games in the season. And we saw what happened in the first game against the Clippers. So, I mean, I think the main keys were that our rotations were good. I think that allowed us to really be flexible with the players that we set in and out. And we made their bigs. Tyson Chandler went in foul trouble. Bender went in foul trouble. So we caused them to screw up their rotations, and we just did a good job of just pretty much maintaining the lead. Throughout a little bit in the end, though, we kind of messed up a bit. You might notice that Lonzo took, I think, 27 shots or 24. You know what? I'm not even mad. He shot 44%. It's not even bad. So if he could do that efficiently, I have no problem with what he does. He's only helping the Lakers. So yeah, that's always a good thing. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. I'm pretty impressed with how both teams played. It was only a 2-point victory, so I can't talk badly about the Suns that much. I mean, they didn't really do much wrong except for the defensive issues, just like the Lakers. And, I was watching that game and I was very, very happy finally watching the Lakers get their offense going, because it seemed like the entire time the Lonzo was trying to, I don't know, I felt like he was trying to force it sometimes, but I feel like the game's finally coming to him. It's finally slowing down. I just hope I can see this on Sunday against New Orleans. I'm going to be a very happy Laker fan if the Lakers can play like this on Sunday. Hopefully they'll improve on defense, but, every good team has defensive issues at some point. I mean, look at Cleveland last year in March. That was horrifying. They were letting teams like the Kings beat them. The Pelicans, without Anthony Davis, beat them. So I'm just happy overall. I don't know. I'm just really happy, guys. Drop a like in the video if you guys enjoyed this. Comment down below on your guys' thoughts on this game. Were you guys impressed by Lonzo Ball? Do you think this is just a fluke? What do you guys think about this game right here? And subscribe for more content, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks, guys. Peace out.